welcome to your daily tarot cards for Monday, April 6th, 2020. I'm pulling from the Earth Magic Tarot deck, and I've been working with this. My girlfriend Janet, my best friend Janet, got me the Chakra Wisdom tarot cards, and I've been working with it for a while, so now I feel more comfortable to bring it forward to you guys. This is a real powerful deck. I really love it. It's in order of your chakras. Once you play with it for a bit, you really begin to. The back of the cards is just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of like this dream I had where it was this beautiful. It looked like the wisdom tree, but it was the way that it was growing. It was different, and it was just the pinks and the blues and the violets and the. Oh, it's just an absolutely gorgeous vision. Cards falling everywhere. Oh, I'm going to see what the Magician has. So, deceit. Some deceit here. We also have the Hermit. Wow, we have a lot of cards coming out. Funny enough, we have with the Earth Magic, is the other deck I'm pulling from. Okay, so I'm not going to pull from any other decks because this is going to make for a longer video with these two. You know, I'm dealing with Earth Magic, and they're talking about ebb and flow. So we're talking about our emotions. We release all of our anxiety out to the ocean, and we let the ocean bring us back peace and calm. We release all of our worries and frustrations about COVID-19. We allow the waves to bring back in peace and harmony. I'm seeing a rainbow over an ocean, which is absolutely gorgeous. And it's just a calm sky. It's just absolutely beautiful. So that's what we kind of got to give into. They're also talking about sanctuary. Sanctuary is our home, cave. This is talking about giving into your creativity flows. Giving it isolation, what we're all doing right now. We're all social distancing. And then we have ceremony, which is, this is what we're doing. This Holy Week is upon us. We have Passover starting on the Wednesday. This Friday is Good Friday. So it's all about ceremonies, honoring what Jesus did if you are a faithful person. And we're doing ceremonies. Our first Earth Magic Day of April is April 9th, which is actually my best friend Janet who gave me the chakra deck. It's her birthday. So it's just it's all these profound things that I'm not shocked that this came out in the cards. Not one bit am I shocked this came out in the cards. So we have some very interesting tidbits from Astrology Answers, Deborah Silverman. So they're talking about the 5th and the 6th, Sun and Moon. We have Aries and Virgo. We have Fire and Earth. So when I was thinking of this, I was thinking they showed me trees. And when you add, fire to trees, they combust. So it's this combustible energy that we're dealing with. A lot of us are dealing with that. I think some places things are getting worse. Some places it's getting better. For where I live, I'm very fortunate, very lucky. We had one case that only happened last week, and by the grace of God, nothing more has happened. We're very lucky. We're very fortunate. And other cases, it's 400 and something a day, in Ontario, Canada. And it's just, every night I pray to God that this healing happens in the universe. So Deborah Silverman was talking about, this emotional stabilizing time. So the 5th and the 6th. She's also saying, give into that Virgo energy. Virgos like to organize, so very much like spring cleaning. We're actually getting snow tomorrow, which is pretty crazy. But it's just getting organized. I've mentioned this a couple of times. Get your spring cleaning done. Some of you maybe are fortunate enough to have a backyard where you can practice your social distancing and, go outside in your backyard and set up everything, do the yard work and stuff just to keep your mind off of things. So these are things given to that Virgo energy, which they love to do. She also mentioned being service to others, offering to bring groceries. I have mentioned this before. Someone I went to school with, she had put on her Facebook, you need this, 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 this. And she's like, no questions asked. I'm more than happy to help you. I thought that was very selfless of her, and I think it's very beautiful that she's offering to do that for others, because not everybody has the money to sit there and hold a bunch of toilet paper and groceries until this blows over. Some of them are living to paycheck. Some of them are on one check a month, and it's that's all they get, and it's they don't have that luxury. So I thought that was very, again, selfless of her, and that will come back to her 10 times fold, because that was very, I was just wow. That was just amazing of her. So we're going to start with ocean, ebb and flow. Like I said, you can visualize the waves coming onto the shore. There, let the water go over you, taking away all of your emotional anxieties, all your fears, and going back out to the ocean. And then they come back in, and they're going to go over you this time, and they're going to add peace, harmony, love, and light, and go back out to the ocean. And then when it comes back in, is there anything else you wanted to take? Emotional chaos, frustration, worries, deceit. Let it encompass you and bring it back out to the ocean. So just like the ebb and flow, just that beautiful, calm wave coming in and out. Be calm. Don't let it come crashing on you. We want that beautiful calmness. Okay, so we're going to start with our first card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck is Ocean, Ebb and Flow. So the control of our emotions. I'm going to bring the card in. Controlling our emotions, like I said, allowing the waves to come in, remove what we don't want anymore, and take it back out to the ocean because we don't longer want this with us. An important aspect of the art of living is to move with the ebb and flow of your emotions, joining their fluidity but not being captured by it. It is also not necessary to become obsessed with any particular fluctuation in mood or feeling. They are simply emotions. And that's one thing they kind of teach you when you take the astrology classes, is to learn to overpower your emotions. They're saying no longer allowing a situation to affect you. And in that sense, it's like when we have those emotional outbursts, you start calling people names, you start throwing things, you start getting angered. We're learning to control those things and learning to say, you know what, that is a reflection of how they see themselves and not myself. This is what ebb and flow is about. Especially when we get into those times, like crisis, the world is in crisis. Ceremony actually brings this up. Even Cave and Sanctuary card also brings this up. When the world is in crisis, where do we hide? Our sanctuary, our home. Hopefully, you're in that situation where you sit there and you believe that your home is your sanctuary. So they're telling us to control our emotions, not allowing them to take control of us. When you neither minimize nor give in to the intensity or the importance of your emotions, then you have a greater sense of when and how to express them. So we know when we're at certain functions, we cannot swear and cuss and call people names because it's not the right thing to do. So we're learning to take control. This is great for meditation. When you sit there and you're trying, especially the anxiety right now, when you wanted to take it away. 2 of Coins. This is from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck. Oh, my pen just came into the thing. Into the video. Isn't funny enough, that's what I'm always looking for when I do my lives. Where's my pen? Okay, so the 2 of Coins. A card of new vision. As she stands anchored by her coins, the open door beckons her to a calmer sea, where her internal state is turbulent. Funny enough, we're talking about the ebb and flow, her internal state. That's what we're dealing right now. A lot of emotions. Internally, we're very emotional. Your true desire is to be found on the other side of the door. Take time to breathe and allow yourself to step from the vision into the reality of peace. Ebb and flow. Allow yourself to that time. A lot of people are like, I have nothing to do. Practice meditation. Try to make it. One of Shane's co-workers that he went to school with as well also wrote that on Facebook. He's like, this is the perfect time to start working out again, starting a healthy habit. Things that you want to break of habits. This is the perfect time for it. So the takeaway from this, the door has opened to your true vision. Will you step into the state necessary for magnetizing? Will we allow ourselves to walk through the door, take that chance to get to the next level that we're trying to get to? It's all up to us. We have more power than we realize. Just saying. So we have Cave and Sanctuary. Caves provide shelter and refuge from the rest of the world. This is important. This was important in the times gone by when humans lived in caves and used them for sanctuary, especially in the winter months. It is also where they become creative and did beautiful cave drawings which show how they lived, what was important in their lives. So doing those drawings. So what's important in your life? You can give your time. This is exactly what they're talking about. Isolation. When are caves, and they're like, give your time to what's important to you. Your children, your job, your arts, whatever that may be. Give your time to that. As we go through another winter, you are being told to find the quiet space inside of you, preferably out in nature as well, will complement and enhance your meditation. In other words, use the cooler period to go into hibernation where you can rest and grow. So use this time as a time to rest and grow. You are so much closer to Source when you are in the beautiful environment that Source creates. Allow this space to become your temple for your heart, your mind, and your soul, where you can connect totally and completely. Sit quietly and breathe the breath again. This will connect you directly to Source. Totally what they're talking about here. So you go in your sanctuary and you give it to the ebb and flow of things. You sit there and you do your meditation. So our last card, which is supposed to be our last card here, but 2 more cards fell out from both decks, is the Magician. So traditionally in the tarot decks, we talk about someone being deceitful to us. Someone trying to deceive us. They don't seem like they're threatening, but they're just like the mastermind behind everything. They're the first ones ready to attack. So this is a totally different book. So they call this the Fool Learns Magic, is what they call this. Here, the second chakra, we witness the first encounter with emotions. In order to use the tool for spiritual attraction, we must choose the tool that works best and directly of our feelings and manifesting. So exactly, maybe meditation may be the right tool for me, but maybe it's not right for you. Maybe there's something else that would, painting is a form of meditation. Knitting is a form of meditation. Painting your nails, cooking, things that you do with just your mind, gardening, pottery. Like, I'm just trying to think of things here. Video gaming, because you're not using your mind. You're just giving your mind a break. You're turning it off. You're allowing it just to turn off and just be in a state of that, numbness. So just to live life. Just be there. What will the fool choose to take with her? Will she use these skills she has learned? She has now learned. So next steps. Now the fool has learned about emotions from the magician. Her next stop will be the priestess, who is the embodiment of intuitive thought. Will she learn the secrets this mentor has to share? We kept on seeing this mentor card. Mentor, mentor, mentor. We were told it was a male that was going to come into our lives, that he was going to be some sort of mentor to us. He's going to be probably older. And, are we going to, he may turn into a romantic partner for some. I guess depending on the age difference, if it's appropriate, or your relationship status. So very funny enough, we have a ceremony. So a lot of us in the Catholic faith, I believe Christians celebrate it as well. The Hebrew faith, we have Passover starting on Wednesday. We have this big, huge ceremony. We read the book of Exodus. It's a long ceremony, but it's a very family-oriented time. It's a great time for isolation, because it's like, what a better time to be in isolation, because the family could be, hopefully the whole family can be together, but I know in most cases we can't. But it's just, it's a beautiful time. We have Good Friday, we have, the Easter weekend, we have Easter Monday, and it's, the crucifixion of Jesus and the resurrection of Jesus on the Monday. So very funny enough, we have ceremony. Healing in the crystals. They've got candle magic there. We got sage burning. Funny, this reminds me of my girlfriend, Katie. Light of faith. With the ceremonies. We have spirit coming in on her earth magic, moon magic, moon energy. We have a full moon soon. Whether through indifference, depression, life crises, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy of spirit for which you yearn. And I felt that yearning today. Like, I needed to get outside in the sun. I needed that charge of vitamin D. It is important to do what you can to reign and experience of Spirit's power. This is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit, but also material objects you consider sacred. So, we talk about earth magic, earth offering, and it's coming up on April 9th. This is the first time of the earth offering. The second one is April 18th. The third one is April 29th. So, like they said, make yourself something that is, put all your sacred things there. You can, here we go again. I just saw it here. Oh my gosh, funny enough. Deborah Silverman says have something that has earth, air, fire, and water to it. Funny enough, so does this one. It's talking about earth, fire, and water. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't see this before. So set up an altar and a convenient area that is a part of your usual living space. Start with representation from the 4 elements: air, earth, fire, water. And then just add a little sacred objects. Set your intentions for the ceremony, such as whether the purpose is for healing, celebration, or honoring a particular earth season or cycle. Then do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. So you do whatever you want with this ceremony. Make it your own. You could, if you want to call upon spirit and that's what you want to do, you do that. If you want to ask for healing at this time, you can use this time to, little fortune cookie sizes to write down things you want to let go. You could do that at this time. Just be very safe while you do it. We don't want, any fires here. So the last card that actually fell out from the deck is the Hermit. Oops. This is what I usually pull for my Oracle cards, but these cards had happened to come out. So the Hermit shining the light in a situation. So this is different from any other tarot deck. The Fool begins to think for herself. I love the way they look, the Fool. It's so insulting, but inspiring at the same time. The Fool is bathed in orange, an indication that she is in the second chakra of her emotions, using a lantern from the third chakra to see what she needs to. Yet, in order to process, she must find the feelings she has kept hidden, which will be the key to opening her heart. So the next step, the Wheel of Fortune, indicates that manifesting energy of the divine femininity. The Fool has learned of the true power she held inside. She is now using it to change her fate. Will it change yours too? I love how it's like, this is what they're calling you, the Fool, to think for herself. And that's very much what we have to do in this time. We got to think for ourselves, follow our intuition, and it's like telling us the next step. I cannot wait to... I can't wait to use this in actual paid readings, or readings I do for people, because I really enjoyed this Chakra Tarot deck. So these are your daily tarot cards for Monday, April 6th, 2020. Be kind to yourselves, guys. Remember, Astrology Answers is telling us that emotional stabilizing for Monday, service to others, and organize. What a great time to sit there and get your spring cleaning done. But, I honestly, I truly believe what Spirit told me. April 18th, it may be different for others because some areas were way harder hit. So I pray that everybody, Sylvia Brown said, as quickly as it came in, it'll leave. So hopefully, China is evidence of that. So, keep your head up, guys. And, if you're able to get out, get that vitamin D. Take it easy with yourselves, and we'll see you for the next Daily Tarot card. Bye.